Welcome to Into the Light Healing and Bodywork. This yoga routine was designed with our guts in mind. So we're going to do a lot of rotations and get things moving. Okay, let's get started laying on our backs. And when you get down onto your back, press your heel of your hands into your thighs, just kind of scooching your chest back and away from your legs, and then lift your head up and then put it back down. And then from here, you can keep your knees bent up if that's more comfortable for you, or you can bring your legs out long. And we're going to start doing some abdominal breathing here. So if it helps you, put your hands on your stomach and then breathe in, nice deep breath. Fill your belly up with air. So it's kind of like you're pushing your hands up towards the ceiling. And then as you breathe out, gently squeeze the abdominal muscles together. Breathe in, fill up the belly with air. And breathe out, gently squeezing. You can even imagine that you've got a balloon in your belly and you're trying to first fill it up with air as you breathe in, and then gently squeeze out the air as you breathe out. So we're going to work with our breath for just a few moments here to get ourselves started and get going with our yoga routine. Any thoughts pop up for you about what you would like to be doing at this moment besides yoga? Just thank your mind for bringing it up and then let it go. Just let it drift away. While that thought has value and that action will have value, setting aside this time for yourself to do the yoga, to strengthen your body and heal your insides, it has value too. Inflating the balloon and deflating the balloon. You should feel almost like a tightening of your lower abdominal muscles when you breathe out. Really low, like between those front bones of the hips. All right, for the next exercise, it's called a baby roll. We're going to bring the left arm straight up in the air, and the right arm is going to go over our heads on the floor. And then as we breathe out, we're going to turn our bodies onto the side, onto the right side, without using anything from your waist down. So I like to tuck my chin towards my throat and then kind of tuck my nose towards my armpit and then lift my head, bring it over to the side, and then I can feel some work happening in my abdominal muscles, and then I just kind of keep that motion going as I roll onto the side. Inhale here, and then exhale onto your back, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Switching arms, right arm goes up in the air, left arm goes overhead on the floor in front of you, or ahead of you, above you, and then as you exhale, tuck everything and roll. Inhale here, and exhale on your back. These are hard and they take practice, so it's okay if you're not doing it all with just your abs right now. Just do what you can. Work with what you've got. Last one on each side. Okay, let's bend up our knees and hug them in. From here, we can do kind of a fun little rock and roll thing. So you can bring your feet up over your face and then squeeze your belly nice and tight and bring yourself up into a sitting position. If that doesn't work for you, rolling onto your side and pushing up is just fine. Okay, so the next one that we're going to do is called Surf the Platter. So we're going to get into this nice long spine position. And then as we exhale, we're going to tighten the abdominal muscles, as always, and then lean back a little bit. So you can keep it here, palms up, or if you'd really like to challenge your abdominals a little bit more, you can bring your legs up, your toes can touch on the ground, or you can have your feet with your shins parallel to the ground. What we're going to do is rotate our torso. So lift from the belly button, lift up into the rib cage, and turn and rotate to turn your palms to the side. And then breathe in, come back to center. Breathe out, we're going to turn to the left. In center, out to the right. As you're doing this, flowing with your breath, remember to keep that nice elongated spine. That's the most important part of this. So wherever you can be successful doing that key piece, be in that spot. So that's okay if you need to have your toes on the ground. And as we do more and more, we get a little bit more tired. Maybe you can change what you're doing so that it's more successful for you to keep that nice long spine. Let's try 2 more on each side. Great job. Come on up. And then we're going to stack our knees. So bring one foot so it comes like kind of right beside your sit bone. And then you're going to bring your other foot and stack that knee right on top. If this is not okay for you, comfortable seated position is just fine. Like legs crossed, whatever. So from here, again, nice long spine, lifting through your chest. We're going to take the whatever leg is on top. So for me, my right leg is on top. So I'm going to take my left hand and bring it to my right knee. And then as I breathe out, I'm going to tighten my abdominal muscles and rotate open to the right. Big inhale here, and then last exhale a little bit further. And then inhale back to center. Now we're going to switch the cross of our legs. So you can either undo the legs as they are and just put the other one on top, or you can do this fun little maneuver where you, so right leg on top, you're going to turn towards the left, lift up, flip around, and then sit back down. If that was too much, don't worry about it. Just switch the cross of your legs so that your opposite leg is on top. So for me now, my left one is on top. I'm going to take my right hand to my left knee. Inhale, nice long spine. And then exhale, I'm going to twist to the left. One more breath in, and a little bit more twist out, and then come back to center. From here, we're going to come into a comfortable cross-legged position. If you're already there, great. Hands come to the knees, and we're going to lean forward, then shift our rib cage over, like towards the right knee. Tuck your tailbone under, curve your back, lean back a little bit, come back to the middle. Then you're going to go to the left sit bone, forward to the left knee, and then straight forward in the middle above your feet. And we're going to keep going in this clockwise motion, clockwise as if you're looking down at yourself. See if you can find a comfortable place, comfortable rhythm with your breath. So breathing in as I go back, breathing out as I come forward, breathing in as I go back, and out as I go forward. And then we're going to reverse the circle. So when you're leaning forward next time, start to shift your torso over to the left knee and then to the left side, back, tucking tailbone, right sit bone, chest over right knee, over the feet, and then keep going in that circle. Great job. Next time you come forward, just kind of bring yourself back up into a sitting position. All right, next we're going to get onto all fours, hands and knees. Coming onto the mats, bring your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. And then with the left hand, you're going to reach forward. With the right leg, you're going to reach back and try to reach through the heel. Try to keep your back level. Don't let your pelvis tilt up or down, but nice level pelvis and long spine. Inhale here, reaching length in each direction, and then exhale, bend your knee and your elbow and bring them together underneath your body. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, bring them together. Maintain integrity through your spine as you're moving. Keep your head lifted. Don't let it come forward towards the mat. Try not to collapse through your shoulder and through your hip. One more here. And then plant your hand in your knee. And then we're going to switch to the other side. So right hand reaches forward, left heel reaches back. And then as you exhale, bring your knee and your elbow together and breathe in, reach apart, opposite direction. Plant your hand and your knee. And then we're going to come down flat onto our bellies. So bring your legs back just a little bit and then shoulders over wrists. Bend your elbows to your sides and lower your chest down. Then we're going to reach our arms in front of us. And it might be cut off in my screen, sorry about that. But reach your hands in front of you so that your elbows are forward of your shoulders. And then let your body rest down, your head rest down. When you breathe in, let your breath lift up your chest. You can use the muscles in your lower back, but try not to use the muscles in your arms. So breathing in. Hold up here. If your head is really forward, try to bring that back. Create length through your spine. Head still lifting up towards the ceiling. And breathing out, lowering down. Next, we're going to walk our hands a little bit closer to our bodies so that our elbows come underneath the shoulders. So as you breathe in here, lift your chest, lengthen your spine, head comes up. This is Cobra Pose. If this does not feel okay on your back, please do not do this position. Come into maybe a child's pose, resting position, or seated position. And then lower down. Finally, we're going to bring our hands underneath our shoulders. And as we inhale, we're going to come up into a full cobra. So here your hands are doing a little bit of the work. You start the motion with the low back muscles, and then you help them with the hands. Keep your abdominals tight during this pose. Press your pubic bone into the floor. And lower down. Okay, so let's keep our knees on the floor, hands underneath the shoulders. We're going to press up into a half plank and then tuck your toes under and lift your knees up off the floor and then lift your hips up towards the ceiling. So you're coming into a down dog position. Downward facing dog. Let's just breathe here for a moment, get a little stretch through the hamstrings and the calves. You can pedal your knees back and forth, or you can be still. Try to lift out of your shoulders, so push your hands away from your body. And then we're going to inhale, step the right foot up between the hands. Nice wide stance here. Your feet are not in a line, but in parallel lines, like railroad track. And then we're going to, you can bring your hands up for a moment if you'd like. What we're going to do next is a twist variation of the low lunge. So back heel is lifted, but right foot is planted. We're going to bring the left hand to the floor and then open up our chest to the right. Right hand comes towards the ceiling, reaching for the ceiling. You're not putting a whole lot of weight through that left hand. Trying to keep it mostly in your legs, so tummy stays tight. And then bring the hand back down. We're going to step the left foot up a little bit and put it so that the arch of the left foot is in line with the heel of the right foot. We're going to straighten the legs, and then hands to hips, straight back, come up. And then we're going to turn the pelvis, turn the torso. You might need to open your foot out to the side a little bit more, and straighten the knee. So chest is flat, pelvis flat, all in line with the mat. And we're going to bring our arms out to the sides. And on an exhale, we're going to shift our torsos forward over the right foot, and then drop the right hand down, coming into triangle pose. From here, let's take a little peek at the left armpit, keeping integrity through your neck. And then we're going to revolve our triangle. So we're going to bring it down. Left hand is coming to the right shin. Right hand is going up to the ceiling. Nose to armpit. And lower back down. Great job. So we're going to plant both hands on either side of the foot. Lift the back heel, step the right foot back, and then lower to your knees. Now we can introduce what's called a little chaturanga. So we're going to bend the elbows, lower onto the floor. Chest comes to the floor. Inhale, lift up a little bit like in Cobra. And then we're going to exhale, plant the knees down, press up into a half push-up, and then lift up into a down dog. Good job. Here we can take a second, pedal it out, or you can find a static stretch. Great. Now we're going to bring the left foot up in between the hands for a nice little lunge here. And you can come up for a moment if you'd like to. We're going to revolve our lunge in just a moment. So bringing this down, right hand comes to the floor, left hand goes up towards the ceiling. Turn your head up to look at the ceiling if you are able, and try to bring your nose towards your left armpit. Keep your left foot so your knee is above your ankle, and keep your right knee straight, lifted. Tight abdominals. Good. Bring the hand down. We're going to step the right foot up just a little bit and plant it so the arch is in line with the left heel. Straighten the front knee. Bring your hands to your hips. Tight tummy, straight back, lift up, and then we're going to open up, turning the pelvis in line with the yoga mat and the torso as well. So chest opens up, mine goes to the window. So we're going to bring arms out to the sides. Inhale here, exhale, and shift the torso forward, and drop the left hand towards the shin. Right hand goes towards the ceiling. Bring your head up, look at your right armpit. And then we're going to revolve. So we're going to bring the right hand down towards the left shin. The left hand is going to open up, reach for the sky. Look towards your left armpit. Keep those knees straight, tight tummy. And bring it back down. We're going to come down, do another chaturanga. So lift that heel, bring your left foot back to meet your right, and plant your knees down. Nice tight tummy as you bend your elbows back, lowering to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift, and then exhale. We're going to come into child's pose instead of down dog. So that means just bring your seat to your heels. You can have wide knees if you need a little more space there. Arms out. And then coming forward, we're going to kind of lay on one side. So bring your right hip to the mat, straight knees, stack your left foot on top of your right as if you are on a tightrope, and the wrist is going to be in line with the body. You want to press your hand down into the mat as if you were like pushing your upper body away from something, and let your head tip towards that right shoulder. You can use your left hand to help you balance. And try to relax and open up this right side body. Good. All right, we're going to lean forward a little bit, bend a little bit, bring our bodies into like a little bit of a plank here. Sorry, I can't get away from planks. They're so good. And then we're going to shift on to the left side and press that hand down into your tightrope on your left side. Legs in a straight line. Let your head relax over that left shoulder as you're pushing away, using right hand to balance as needed. Opening up the left side body. Don't forget to breathe into the right side body though, because even though you're collapsing here, you can still breathe into that right side and create space there. Allowing your breath to relax your tissues, stretch away. All right, and we're going to come into a seated position and then roll onto your back. Bend up your knees and do little circles. So with the knees, so like you're drawing little circles in the air, or you can think of it as like your tailbone contacting the ground and making a circle with the tailbone, sacrum. And then switch direction. Abdominals need to be tight for this and engaged. And then let's plant the feet down, straighten out your left leg. We'll bring the right foot to the left thigh. Arms can be out long in a T or bent goalposts, whatever feels most comfortable to you. We're going to bring the right knee towards the left side of the yoga mat, trying to keep your shoulders relaxed and kind of on the mat-ish. And you're going to turn your head to the right. And on your next exhale, tight tummy as you roll back onto your back. Put the right foot on the ground. Bring the left foot up. Straighten your right knee. Left foot goes on top of right thigh. And as you exhale, turn the left knee towards the right side of your mat. Shoulders staying relaxed. And head turns to the left. Totally normal for one side to be a little bit tighter than the other. Just depends on how you hold your body throughout the day. Notice that sometimes when our body just kind of relaxes and gives up, it's like you can go another mile stretching. And then exhale, tight tummy. Bring the knee back up. Let's bring our hands alongside our bodies and straighten out the legs. Adjusting however you need to be comfortable. You can tuck your shoulder blades under your back. I like to do that. So we're coming into our final relaxation pose. And as you're here, just notice sensations through your body. Think about your guts, all the organs and tissues in the abdominal region. Our bodies are amazing and they do so much for us. Thank you so much for choosing this video, for taking the time to do this for yourself, and for taking care of your guts. Namaste.